Hey guys, welcome back to Medical Coding with Blue. Today's episode is all about before you give up a career in medical coding, watch this. If you are brand new to my channel, welcome. I am Blue, I'm a medical coder. Okay guys, this message is for those who are ready to give up. Ready to give up a career in medical coding before you start. Ready to give up because somebody said something negative to you. There's been a lot of messages that I get from people that say, I heard from my next door neighbor, I heard from my friend, I heard from my coworker that medical coding is not a good field for me, and now I'm just not sure. To me, if you think that way so easily, did you really want it? And if you don't want it, then what are you doing? And if you don't want this, then what are you going to do? So the thing about it is, when you're starting out in something like medical coding, it's a lot to learn. And it doesn't take only 4 months to learn. It doesn't only take 8 months to learn, or 9 months to learn, or a year, or 18 months. Even though I say, if you're going to get into a good program, a good program is going to be 9 months, 12 months, or 18 months. It's going to take years. I have 13 years of experience. And I'm still learning today. I didn't develop a passion for medical coding until 2014, and I became a medical coder in 2008. And it wasn't until 2014 that the light bulb went on. But I knew I had a good job going in. That's how I looked at it. I had a good job going in. And the passion developed for me over time. And there was a lot of people in the beginning that were negative. Right when I went into school, I did hear a lot of negativity, but I learned to tune this out. And I did not for 1 second allow this negativity to affect me, because if I did, I wouldn't be here, right? There's a lot of people that will say and spew information. I say spew because it's not helpful when they're saying things and they don't know. And I got a message from a lady who said that her coworker is a nurse, and her nurse friend said that she tried it, she didn't like it, she said it wasn't worth it, and she shouldn't do it. And now she's emailing me again, asking me, well, what should she do? Now she's lost, she doesn't understand, and she's so sad and disappointed and depressed. Why? Just because one person said that it was not worth it to them? It doesn't mean that that's going to be the same experience for you, right? So when you think about all the things that you've been through, and everybody takes stress on in different ways, and it doesn't matter how much education you have, medical coding can be very confusing even for those who come from the medical field. Think about this. We have to know what doctors know while never having gone to medical school. It is very difficult to train providers on documentation, let alone when you're talking about now you're trying to select diagnosis codes and things like that, and you're trying to train somebody on those things. You know, people that are in school know this. You know, when you're trying to learn how to look up codes in the book, how to rationale these, I got a lash. When you're trying to rationale the guidelines and everything. So those are the types of things that you're going to have to work with. And just because one person says that it doesn't work out for them, it didn't work out for them, it doesn't mean that you have to listen to this. It doesn't mean that you have to accept their opinion. And it doesn't mean that you have to allow them to control, I said it, control what you do in your life. There's going to be your loved ones. There's going to be your children, there's going to be your best friends, there's going to be your parents, there's going to be your coworkers and your best friends that may or may not be supportive of you. And they may say, oh no, you shouldn't do that, or I wouldn't do that, or they got some other thing to say. If they aren't a medical coder, guys, those aren't the people that you want to listen to, right? They may have their heart in the right place, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they understand everything that we do, right? So I wrote this post on Sunday, and I said, I hear and see too many folks trying to give up so easily these days. Oh, I heard this from so-and-so, XYZ, this and that about medical coding. Are they a medical coder? No, they are my coworker, a nurse, my neighbor, my cousin, my next door neighbor's half-brother, etc. Stop listening to people who are not where you want to go. And if you let somebody scare you out of your dream so easily, you didn't want it bad enough. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Some people I hear from, I don't think they want it bad enough. I don't think they even want this. So if you don't want this, then you should find something else that you're interested in. Now, you may not love it right away, but you do have to give it a chance. We have to learn things. We will grow with this field. That's what this field is. And Rocky Balboa, right? There was a quote. WGU posted this. Rocky Balboa. Now, yes, this is an older movie, and I am dating myself, but I used to love the Rocky movies. I do recommend watching at least Rocky 1. They don't make movies like that no more. I'm just saying. Watch the first Rocky. Watch the first Rocky, and you will learn about what it takes to be motivated, right? To do something that you want to do. But Rocky said this: it's not how hard you hit. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Rocky Balboa. Now, truer words were never spoken. Us in this field of medical coding, we will take those hits. We will take the emotions, right? That are we learning this fast enough? Why don't we understand this? Your ego's going to take a hit when you get back your first audit and it's bad. Oh, your ego really does take a hit. And when you're proven wrong, your ego's going to take another hit. When you get yelled at by a provider, oh, that's going to hurt. And if you have respect for that provider, that's going to really hurt. But this is all part of the growth process. And when you learn that, when you learn about, getting a thicker skin, listening when it's appropriate to listen, and learning to ignore, which, trust me, it is hard. It is hard to learn to ignore. But learning to ignore is a skillful art. But trust me, when you learn it, it's freedom. It's freedom from having to have anybody else's voice in your head, any other negativity that you have, maybe trying to derail you from your dreams and your goals. Don't let other people who don't know anything about you, don't know anything about your life, take your dreams away from you. Don't let them do it, guys. Because I hear so many people, well, I heard from my coworker this, and I heard from my coworker that, and my significant other said this, and my kids that, and that, this and that, and everything in between. They got all these people and they're listening to them. This is something that you have to focus on. And it takes discipline to focus. It's the undisciplined that listen to everybody and allow those people to take the dream away. And I hear from the people who say, Blue, I started to do medical coding years ago, and then my XYZ talked me out of it. And it's been 10 years ago, and I never stopped thinking about it. So now I'm going to do that. I'm going to do medical coding. I'm going to go back and I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to go through it with it this time. All those years, and they tell me all those years that they still had it on their mind. They still had it in their head that this is what they wanted to do. But because they felt like they didn't have that support, they just didn't do it. It is about becoming stronger, guys. And you can become strong. Becoming stronger mentally, becoming more disciplined, it takes time. It takes practice. We aren't born with these things. We aren't born with these skills. These are skills that have to be developed over time. For some people, it's natural, yes. But for others, it does take a little bit more of a pat and a push in order to get where you need to go. And that's why a lot of times when I do these motivational videos and I get that feedback of, hey, Blue, I really needed this. There's nobody else around me that's doing this. And they hear a lot of negativity and they use my motivational videos, even though sometimes I feel like I'm in Aunt Blue mode, you know, that, and even in this video, this is the second filming of this video. I actually had the original first video, but I felt like I want people to hear this message, and I want them to understand that you can't allow people who don't know about our industry to steal your dream. And don't allow people to take control of your life, because then you're always going to be at their mercy. You can chart your own course. If you are a first-generation medical coder, you can certainly chart your own course. If you are the first person in your family to have, like, where you work at a hospital and you're not, being a medical assistant or something, you're just doing medical coding, that's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay to switch careers and get into this field. It's okay to be really young and enter in this field. It's okay to be older and enter into this field. I've had people who say, Blue, I'm 29. Can I start over again? Can I do this? You're 29. You're 29. You have plenty of time. Blue, I'm 39. Can I do this? Yes, you got plenty of time. Blue, I'm 49. I don't know. Yes, you can. I'm in my 50s, Blue. I don't know. Yes, you can. I went to school with a lady, 61. She graduated, got her first medical coding job, and she's still a medical coder today. I've been in coding for 13 years. She's still going. So it is possible. Nothing is impossible. Nothing that you want to achieve is impossible. But it's when you allow poisons to get in. This is why I caution you guys all the time, stay out of Facebook medical coding groups. Don't announce to everybody, oh yes, I'm going to become a medical coder, because you're going to have 100 different opinions. 100 different opinions that are not worth your time. Start getting more selective on who you're sharing this information with, because not everybody needs to know. So that way you don't have to have all of this to drive you on. It can be just you. And then when you get done with it, then you can say, yes, I got my certification. Now I'm looking for a job. And if you don't want to say that, you want to wait till you get your job, that's fine too, because you can still continue to work. It's whatever you choose to do. But the more people you put in, or the more people you say what you're doing, the more opinions you're going to get. And the more stuff's going to start seeping in your head. Don't allow that to happen, guys. Because those people that are giving you their opinions, they're going to do their own thing in their own lives. And they're going to go off and they're going to do their thing. And where are you going to be? Still wandering around trying to figure out what to do. Is that where you want to be? Is that what you want to be doing? Is wandering around and just because you want to start one thing and somebody says, oh no, it's bad, then you're like, oh no, it is bad. No. Don't be so easily swayed, guys. Start getting stubborn. And I know people have the ability to be able to be stubborn. So you can do that. You can stand up for yourself. You can say, okay, they can have their opinions. If you need motivation, go through the videos. I got tons of motivational videos that will push you. Obviously when you're studying, because I tend to get a little feisty in some of my videos, because I'm a very passionate person, and especially when it comes to this career field, because I know everything that it has given me. It has given me a sense of independence, obviously. It's given me a great career that I will be in forever. I don't see myself ever retiring. And I'll be doing this as long as the good Lord lets me. So with that in mind, it's very hard to see people that I can see would have plenty of potential want to stop because they heard something, or nobody wants to hire them because they don't have experience, even though I tell you guys to still apply anyway and apply with the temp agencies, and I say all of those things because it's important for you guys to know that. It's important for you guys to do that. But too many of you want to resist. Don't resist, guys. I'm giving you good advice here, you know. And think about that when you're trying to take advice from somebody who's not even in the field. And some people are just so willing to listen to them and take what they say like it's gold. Oh, well, you know, it's not gonna pay you well, and you know, you're not gonna like it. Oh, okay. No. Nope. That should be the fire in you. That should be, okay, they said, okay, don't, no, I'm not. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm really gonna like this now. It should be the opposite. You are in control of your destiny, guys. Whatever you choose to do in your life is what you choose to do. But the second you start letting other people have their opinions, then you're going to be at the mercy of other people. Now, you may think, well, Blue, doesn't that make you selfish? I don't think it's made me selfish. I touch 18,000 plus lives, all my subscribers on my channel, plus my Patreon channel, plus all the other people who I reach who haven't subscribed, but who watch me and who follow the channel. You know who you are. You know, I don't have to, you know, I know, I see. I can see from the analytics. I know there's people watching. And I get messages all the time from them too as well. Sometimes when they've completed their program and they tell me I wouldn't have been able to do it had it not been for you and your videos, which that always makes me happy. And it's because I've been stubborn that I've been able to do this. So think about that. Stop listening to people that should have no say in your life, guys. Now, but anyway, guys, that's my message for today. Don't listen to these people that have nothing else better than to spread negativity, or they have nothing else better to do than to try to derail you from your dreams. Because you're already putting yourself in studying. Don't let anybody take that away from you, because you don't know the amazing gift that even you could be getting into this field. I'm just saying. So I'm going to wrap this one up. If the video helped you, I hope that you will like it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.